Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to look at a very interesting picture book. Now, this is the first picture book that I borrowed from my library that's not in ebook form. Don't do that. Don't do the ebook form. This is a physical book. This works better for picture books. Chapter books, again, I have an entire video on that, are fine. Picture books, I've had very bad luck with the ebook form, so I finally got around to borrowing things from my library. So this is Jalapeno Bagels by Natasha Wing. Now, the story behind this book, at least for me, is I had seen this book when I was working in my public library, back when I was working as an LA. And I put it out on display when I was doing story times for book reviews, or story times for like toddlers and preschoolers. But it was too long for me to read. And yet it looked like a really interesting book, and I wanted to read it. And I just never got around to it. And so I decided this is on my list to buy for my kid because I like the concept of it. So it has wonderful little illustrations. It's illustrated by Robert Casilla. I'm mispronouncing it. It'll be in the description. And it's a very cute story. So here are the illustrations. It's very, very cute. It tells the story of a little boy whose parents own a bakery. And his mother's Hispanic, his father's Jewish. So he's having International Day at his school, and he wants to know what to bring. And his mother suggests that he wake up early one morning and go with him to the bakery and pick something out before school. And so they go to the bakery. He gets up early in the morning, and his mother goes. It starts off with his mother. I'm going to pull open the book here. And she shows him how to make a couple different things. So they do pan dulce. I'm mispronouncing this stuff. Don't speak Spanish. That's my husband. Which is sweetbreads. And then they do empanadas. And this is pumpkin turnovers is English for what they're making. And then they do these, I'm going to butcher this, chango bars, which is another sweet thing they make. And he makes it. These are all things he makes with his mom. And then he goes over and starts working with his dad. So his dad is Jewish. So they start making bagels, just regular old New York bagels. And then they goes through a variety of different things. Dad talks about Daddy likes to eat bagels, which is cream cheese with lox, which is cured salmon. And little boy's like, not lox. Lox is smoked salmon, which is something his father likes. And his father's favorite bagel is peppernickel, and smeared with cream cheese and lox. And basically, little boy says like lox tastes like fish, which is what it is. He likes it with jam and butter a bit better. You see him looking at his dad like, this is ridiculous. This is gross. Pretty common thing. My parents, what did my father eat? My father has Swedish ancestry, and they ate something that's like pickled herring, which is pickled herring. It's disgusting. And then when his mother joins them, and they make jalapeno bagels, which is their family's personal recipe. And so it's like he needs to pick out. So it's the end of the day, and they're putting everything out. I love these illustrations. They're beautiful little illustrations. And he has to pick. And he decides to choose jalapeno bagels. And the reason he does it is because they're a mixture of both his Hispanic heritage and his Jewish heritage, just like him. So it's a mix of both mom and dad, just like me. And so that's what he chooses to take to school, because it's a combination of both the cultures that is part of who he is. His father's Jewish, his mother's Hispanic. So he interacts with all those cultural foods. So that's what's ever good about this book. It introduces children to both Hispanic and Jewish baked goods. And this little boy who is mixed and has these two different cultures that are part of his life. And it's very, very cute. And I always wanted to read it. Now I have. It is on my list to buy, but I wanted to do this review, so I borrowed it from my library. And this may have been the copy I interacted with, who knows. It probably is. I don't think there's more than one copy of this book in the system, which is kind of sad because it's a very, very good book. It's very cute. Highly recommend it. I'm doing it this month because It's Jewish Heritage Month, and this seemed like a good book to do because it's fun. The illustrations are gorgeous, and it's a good message of a little boy interacting with two parts of his culture and all the baked goods that are involved. And I'm a big food person. I enjoy baking. I bake bread on a regular basis, and it's interesting to look at some of the cultural foods. I think there's recipes in the back of this book. There's probably a recipe for jalapeno bagels. There's two recipes in the back of the books. There's the Chango bars, which looks to be something sort of chocolate chips and nuts. And then there's the jalapeno bagels. So in the back, there's two recipes, which is always very cool. So you can read about jalapeno bagels, and then you can make them if you so please. So again, fantastic book. Really love it. Can't recommend it enough. Very, very fun book to read to kids. Age range, elementary school. It's a little long for story time at night, or story time if you're reading to like 25 toddlers, which yes, I did. So, but otherwise, it's a great book to read. It's really fun. It's very cultural based and food based, which is always a plus for me. So that is it for this review. If you like what you see, check out the rest of my channel. I do a lot of these book reviews of children's picture books. I do children's films. Sometimes I do older stuff. It depends, so check out my channel. I do a lot of a sprinkling of educational stuff because we are secular, non-religious homeschoolers. I do a few travel videos as well and some other educational stuff, but mostly right now it's children's book reviews and children's film reviews. But again, I do some older teen stuff. But be sure to check out the rest of my channel. I have a whole bunch already posted and a whole bunch more to come. So thank you.